Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of TBN Bracketology, presented by myself and BGM. Let's get right into it. As of the end of week 11, going into week 12, this is what the projected consolation bracket looks like as of today, November 18th. It has Ashton at 7, Paul at 8, Eric at 9, Berg at 10, Keaton at 11, and then Kine at 12. So nothing really changed at all, quite frankly, unfortunately. But we're going into rivalry weeks. We're all playing our divisions now, and this is where shit is about to get crazy. And mind you, I have to reiterate, this is just what I think is going to happen, and how I realistically think it's all going to work out. So I just disclaimer on that. But this is a projected no money bracket. This is the projected playoff bracket as of today. I'm at 1, Geet at 2, Hoos at 3, Huts at 4, Krin at 5, and then Erks at 6. The seeding's just changed essentially. Me and Geet, I stayed the same, but Hoos and Geet changed because Hoos lost this last week to Kine, and then Geet beat Krana, so he moves up because he's a division leader, and then Krana falls to 5 because of this loss and because of points 4, and with Huts beating Erks this week, he moves into 4 instead of 6, and then Erks will move down to 6 because of the loss in points 4. So shit is getting crazy. I love every second of it. This is just how it would be if the season ended right now. Contenders again. I added Huts this week. I had to do it with the crazy win. Um, every team here has an 89% chance of the playoffs, and I would say these 5 teams have a real shot at the money. I would say more so the 4 original teams from last week's video. Myself, Hoos, Krana, and Geet. I would say those guys really have the real shot, but I think Huts has finally proved himself after the last 2 weeks, and he keeps on fucking winning. So Um, what I like about Hutz's team is that it's just solid top to bottom. I don't really like Tua as a starting quarterback, but he has Mahomes, and Mahomes won't play like how he did last week. He'll turn it up because the Chiefs are going to make the fucking playoffs. Everybody knows that it's inevitable. Geet is here because he has a 3-headed monster with Josh Allen, Bijan, and Achan. Everything else about his roster is fucking pitiful. And he just traded away Stafford for a package of Joe Flacco, Christian Watson, and Greg Dortch. So, I mean, I don't know what the fuck's going on there, but it doesn't matter when 3 guys can get you, at minimum, 65 points every single week. It's just diabolical. Grant is here because his lineup's solid, and he's been proving time in and time out that this lineup's good. If Josh Jacobs stays healthy, it's good. His receivers are great. Uh, Gadsden has been working out. I know he traded for him. Like this lineup's good. And then Hoos is here. This lineup has been solid all year. JSN, great. McConkey, I know he traded with Krana. Great. His quarterbacks have been flawed, but it doesn't matter. Um, it's a real good team. Tyler Warren has been panning out really well for Hoos. So then I'm here because I'm the devil, and everybody knows that I was going to be here, but I don't think I'm going to win. But these are the 5 contenders, is what I got. So uh, in the hunt, it stays the same, just no Huts this time. Teams have at least a 19% chance of making the playoffs. These teams need to have a great divisional run to have a shot at the money or just making the playoffs. Erks is in the playoffs, but with how his roster has been playing the last 2 weeks, I don't know if he can have a real shot. But I will say he has the best chance out of the teams that are right here, for sure, without a doubt. I'm pretty sure he has a 54% chance of making the playoffs, which because he's in right now, it would have to take a generational downfall for him not to make the playoffs. But the only thing that concerns me is that Jamar Chase is out this week, and I don't know. The concern is that all of your guys this last week had their floor game, so maybe they're all fucking due. I don't know. Erks, please shock the world. That'd be fucking awesome. Ashton is here because he just continues to score an outrageous amount of points. It's Baker Mayfield, the Cowboys receiving room, and Christian McCaffrey versus the world. And you got to feel good if you have those four guys rostered. The only thing that sucks is that you don't have a second running back. And then Paul's still here. I know he just lost to me this last week. I know he has a sour taste in his mouth. He has a 19% chance of making the playoffs, and it's probably over. But I'm not counting him out yet because he gets to play Kine and Keaton. He gets to have a chance at 2 potentially free wins. I'm not going to call them free wins. Nothing is guaranteed in this sport. Sorry, I'm freaking out. I enjoy that. Someone clip that if people watch this, but um, he has a shot. I just don't know. We and him were talking about it. Um, Basically, he has to go 3-0, and then Geet has to lose a couple of times, and then Erks has to lose a couple of times. So it's gonna. I'm not counting him out mathematically. He's still right in the mix. It's a tough road. But we'll see. He just traded for Matt Stafford, so maybe that helps him out. So we'll see what happens there. These teams have a shot, but it's gonna take a miracle, I would say, or not a miracle, but you're gonna to have some puzzle pieces fall into place. They can only dream. Same teams, but I kept Berg here because yeah, his team has been playing absolutely on fire this last 2 weeks, but he plays um, Hutz one more time, he plays Hoos one more time, and he plays Ashton one more time, and it's he has a tough road. He's gonna have to go 3-0 if he wants to have a chance, especially being 4-7. You got to get back to 500 if you want the playoffs. But I will say his team has been playing fucking awesome. It's Drake London, Emeka Ibuka, and it's those guys that are going to have to put on the backpack, and we'll see if London even has a chance. But um, Eric's here because the Detroit Lions need to have themselves a fucking day if you want to continue to win and you play in the toughest division. It's going to be really tough for you to go 3-0 or even make the playoffs because you play me, Krenna, and Erks over the next 3 weeks. It's going to be tough, but I'm not counting you out yet. You have a realistic shot still, and then Keaton's here because I don't know how he didn't get eliminated this last week, but he has. I'm gonna eliminate him, but I have to put him here because mathematically he's still in the race. Um, but it's over for you. I love you so much, but I don't see it happening. But Berg really is the one here that his dream, shout out MLK, has a real shot here. So we'll see what happens over the next week or two for sure. This will probably change, but with that being said, Kyan again just eliminated. I feel bad, but hey, he did get a fun win. He knocked off Hoos this last week, so that was pretty fucking awesome. But maybe he'll just cause havoc and go 3-0 in divisional play and finish the year 5-9. What a fucking storyline that would be. Okay, let's get into it. This is I changed Erks out with Ashton. That's just how I see it going forward. Just because Ashton's team has been playing out of their mind, and then Erks is kind of going downhill, which I don't know. This is just how I see it. So, with that being said, the first matchup, obviously you see it. Erks, Paul. I'm gonna put Erks here. Just gonna put an E. And then Paul's gonna go down here. Put a P for Paul. And then Berg taking on Eric. I mean, it's whatever. I think Berg's gonna win that though. So B for Berg, and then I'm gonna put Rick with an R, and then Keaton, or shit, I fucked up. Um, Rick will not be here. Rick will be here. Keaton will be here. Then Kine will stay here. Um, I mean, these games aren't gonna fucking matter in the slightest. No one really cares. No one will fucking try. I'm just going based off if everybody tried and set their lineups. So then Erk's taking on Berg. Give me Berg. This team's been playing out of their mind. I think if it really came down to it, Berg would be there. So then Erks will be here. Fuck me. Um, I just like Berg's team and how they're playing. I just don't think it's good enough to get into the playoffs. And I also just didn't really want to fucking fuck with the consolation ladder just because no one fucking watches these videos anyways. Um, and then Paul taking on Keaton. Give me Paul. I mean, it's a no-brainer. Paul has just the better team there. I think it's a no-brainer. Keaton falls back down to the toilet bowl. Whoops. Fuck it. That's just going to have to be Keaton. And then Rick taking on Kine. Give me Eric by a lot, by a billion, by Dillion, by a trillion. Um, Eric's team is good. It's just he needs to have it all come together. And Kine, he had a one-hit wonder this last week. It's just disgusting and pitiful for anyone that watches. But through these next three matchups, it's gonna be uh, I'm gonna say Paul wins. Berg finishes 8th. Give me Erks at 9. Eric at 10. You know what? Fuck it. Kine at 11. Keane at 12. Just for the love of the game, and no one's gonna fucking care at that point. There's no fucking punishment because no one's gonna fucking do it anyways. But that's just how I see it. That's how I think the no money brackets are gonna go. No one fucking cares about it, but you gotta put it for content. So, okay, money time. This is where people fucking care. Ashton, welcome to the fucking playoff bracket. Welcome to shits and giggles. Let's get fucking weird. So, obviously, I'm gonna put myself down here. I think I drop a game. I really do. I think um, over the next 3 weeks, someone between um, Krina, Erks, or Eric will beat me. I don't know who it's gonna be, but it'll probably fuck everything up. I think Krina will probably beat me this week. No lie. Um, but Geet obviously moves on. I'll move on with the bye still. The only reason I get the bye is I'll probably finish with the same record as um, Krana or someone, probably Krana most likely. But the only reason I get the bye is because I have the most points for. So that's just how it's set up. But into the nit and gritty. Who's taking on Ashton? Man, this one was gonna be fun. Um, I think I have to go Hoos still because Hoos has a generational team. Yeah, they fucking dropped less than 80 points, but it doesn't fucking matter. His team is so good still. It's unbelievable what this team has and what he's created, especially getting Jacoby Brissett, who's playing out of his fucking mind for nothing for Kyle Pitts. I mean, I think it's great. Um, but yeah, with that being said, we're going to Hutch taking on Krena. Give me Krena. I mean, it's pretty chalk here what I'm doing. I mean, it's pretty obvious how it's going to work out. Krena's team is so good, but so bad. But it's there's so much good. Like it's just solid. He has solid. He doesn't really have a superstar. He just got solid fantasy players, and then he has my glorious King Caleb taking the reins. So that's how I see the first round going. And then we'll get into myself taking on Hoos. It's Hoos again. I really think this last week was just a fluke, and I really don't see my team. It's just so injury riddled right now, and it's just super inconsistent. I dropped a fucking dud, but still won. I don't trust it. Um, but yeah, Hoos' team is just so much better. Geet taking on Krenna. You know what? Just because of what happened last week, give me fucking Krenna winner. This dude fucking deserves it. This guy might fuck around and, you know, pull a Chiefs Bills AFC championship game where the Bills always beat the fucking Chiefs in the regular season, but Krana beats them. The Chiefs beat the Bills when it fucking matters. Give me Krana with the fucking upset. Fuck yeah. Hell yeah. But it doesn't matter. Who's is your champion? Who's will win this league? Everybody fucking knows it. Everybody knows it's him. He deserves it. I mean, it's just how it's gonna be. It's how it's gonna play out. Hoos is gonna win your 300 big ones, 300 dills. But yeah, that's what I got, gentlemen. This is what I got for episode 3 of Bracketology. For anyone that cares of the final standings, it'll probably be Hoos, Krenna, Geet, Lucci, um, Hutz, Ashton, and the rest can fuck themselves. But that's what I got, gentlemen. Sorry, this was kind of a crazy on raw. It's just a raw video. I'm losing my mind. I need to fucking make dinner. But with that being said, good night, gentlemen.